My name is Susan Baracco, and I am a ghostwriter and editor who helps women write books. The component of the social media training that Matthew offers and as part of his program, that was really compelling to me because I felt that I need to be on social media as a business owner and as someone who's trying to attract more clients, but I didn't know how. And so this part of the program in particular was really helpful for me to understand there are ways to automate, there are ways to talk about yourself and ways to present what your specialty is that truly works, that really will attract the right people and get the attention of the right people. From a dollar perspective, literally no money made off of social media activity to, I would say, half of my business starting to come from inbound leads. The social media activity was helping to drive people more consistently and allowing me to start to ramp up my monthly income up to $3,000 and $4,000 a month consistently once I became consistent. So it correlated. I saw the direct connection. There was a good part of me that was resisting getting out there on social media, reaching out to people, saying some of the things that he encourages you to say and requires that you do, like creating a script. That was another thing that was really valuable for me. It felt really uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to read a script. I don't want to write a script. That sounds silly. And I can tell you that the script was something that was critical to me closing clients during our initial conversation. In terms of my closure rate, I went from, maybe every fourth or fifth person I talked to would say, yes, I want to work with you, to 80-90% of the people I was talking to now are saying, yes, let's move forward. Send me an agreement. Let's get to work. As I mentioned, I was resistant. I was hesitant to dive in and try some of these things. And one of the things I realized is that, I've invested this money, I've invested this time in this program. I don't feel like it's really working. And I'm going to reach out to Matthew and just share my thoughts. And he immediately said, let's get on a call together. I want to hear more about what you're experiencing. So we went through the key points, the most important parts of the academy, the most important learnings. And I hadn't fully implemented a number of the things. And he said, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this, 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 and this, and then let me know how it turns out. So he really kind of called me out on the carpet and said, you just got to do it. It's pretty unique for someone to take the time to step away from other things to help me turn the corner. And I greatly appreciated that. So the unified message helped in two ways. It helped me personally to get my head around how to present my business, present my services, and how to talk about what I do and the value, the important value that I bring to my clients. That's from the inside looking out, but from the outside looking in, it also helped people who are looking at my website and looking at my social media presence and things like that. That unified message really kind of sucks people in without me actually physically being present. So they're reading my core posts, they're reading my website, they're reading different things about me, and they're, again, leaning in and saying, that's really interesting. She really gets me. I think she understands exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to reach out to her. So yes, now I've got this message that just hones right in and really speaks their language. What's fascinating to me after being out of the academy now for a couple of years is that it's the gift that keeps on giving. It truly is. I feel like I'm hitting my stride. I think now I'm finally hitting my stride. So was it a lot of work back when I went through it? Yeah, it felt, and at times probably a little overwhelming again, because it was pushing me outside of my comfort zone. But now I'm looking back and I'm thinking that was probably one of the best investments I've ever made in terms of now being able to not only see the growth, but continued growth, and to just, again, tweaking and building on those foundational elements that Matthew teaches in this course. It sounds kind of cliche to see a dream come true, but I never really thought I'd get here. And the things that I learned and the way that my business has grown and built, I just finished in 2019 the best financial year I've ever had in my life as an entrepreneur, and I've owned many different businesses. This program Absolutely. I keep going back to it. It's foundational. It's what I've continued to build my business on over the last 2 years, that is just continuing to allow me to build and build and build and reach and set bigger financial goals for myself. And, comfortably, I'll be comfortably in 6 figures in 2020. And I'm really excited about that. And who knows what the future brings in terms of bigger numbers for me over the course of time, all because I took a course that really made a difference.